For example, you've got a CFAS marker, a CCJ, a default, and you don't know what to do. Like, know that you're not alone, and know that in the UK, credit is intentionally a dark industry. I want to explain why credit is confusing and why it's a dark industry. So again, I said I've done a lot of research into credit and finances in the UK, and I found this credit underwriter on Facebook, and I was just asking her, why is this thing so difficult? Why are we not taught? Why are banks so secretive? Why, when you call a bank or lender, someone tells you this, someone tells you that? Why is it very confusing? And she helped me to see the reason why credit is intentionally a dark industry. Essentially, and it makes sense, the argument is that if you allow people to master the credit system, there will be a lot of toxic debt, and people will misuse the information and the knowledge to do crazy things. And of course, there is a lot of fraud in the UK. Crazy things do happen. But what ends up happening with this intentional confusion, this intentional, it being dark and it being very confusing, is that those of us who are not trying to be, do evil things or be crazy, we are also affected by not knowing what to do. So for example, if you get your bank account closed and one bank is telling you they can't tell you why your bank account was closed, you don't know what to do. But what has happened probably that you have a CFAS marker. And that's just one issue. This issue of like not knowing who to go to or what to do is very common. So again, if you've been through this, for example, you've got a CFAS marker, a CCJ, a default, and you don't know what to do, like, know that you're not alone, and know that in the UK, credit is intentionally a dark industry. And this is the argument why. But what I'm not a fan of is that for those of us that are trying to just literally, buy a house, grow our business, get some credit cards for reward points, those of us are trying to do good, we are also negatively impacted by all the hidden information, by the intentional confusion. So hopefully that makes some sense as to why it's hard to find information online. Unfortunately, even on social media and on the internet, you find a lot of conflicting / confusing information. So I'm going to be biased in saying this, but I would recommend that if you really want to learn a lot about credit in the UK and go to a trusted source, then defo join my free Telegram channel at the least. We have communities and ebooks and all this stuff, but at least join our free community and know that we are doing our best to give you guys the information so that you're no longer confused. Again, credit in the UK is intentionally a dark industry,